Okay, so today we're going to take a quick look at Kale here, the new Dokkanfest that just came out to the JB version for April Fool's Day. Kale is actually, I think, going to be pretty solid at 55% of the dupe system here. So I'm very excited to see how she's actually going to perform. So again, full link level 1, I gave her some equips here. Yeah. I'm going to link level her after this, and I will take her 55% into one of these red zone stages, probably like, I don't know, Broly or something. And then for the rest, I did actually get a dupe in my Kale. I'll feed that in, and we'll see her with a dupe in her, right, in some of these events. But I think it'll be good for you guys to see how she's looking like here. Many people didn't really actually show her off here. So, we could put her, I think I'll put her in the middle here. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to float this friend off, who is basically the same as mine. And we'll get a good, like, both of them at free dupe here with, like, support, without support and stuff like that. So, this would be a good look for Kale. So, Kale. She gets a lot with Universe 6 Ally. She gets an additional 160% attack and defense and a 70% chance to launch an additional super. With each super attack she does, she gets 20% reduction. That can go up to 60%. She has baseline a high chance to do an additional super attack, and then 60% attack and defense. Both of those activate when she performs a super. So she's starting off at 200k defense. She gets 60% on her super attack effects. Actually, we'll bring up a calculator here on the side, just so we could take a look at what level of defense she's going to be at when she actually supers. Again, it's very important to note that this is my free dupe one. So she's at 322k defense. Even if she gets 60% reduction, I honestly don't think that's enough. I don't think that level of defense is really high enough considering the amount of support we have. This in Kale, if I'm not mistaken, does provide a lot of support to Universe 6, right? So she's at 5.4 mil. Now keep in mind, Kale is missing a lot from links. She could get a good amount from Saiyan Lineage, which gives no stats initially. But Battlefield Diva actually doesn't give stats. Warriors Universe 6 is something that gives stats. Tournament of Power can give extra stats, right? So she may be looking a lot better in Red Zone specifically, but I just want to show her off here. Just, you know, you get her, you want to try her out, right? I know a lot of people actually like that, and I see some people ask about that. So that's why I'm showing her off like this here. So we're going to float this other Kale off, and we're going to get her to the other rotation. But right here, she'll have a good amount of links, and she's still getting a good amount of support from this Frost. I will do a separate video on this Frost, and he will also be up to date. No worries here. So this Kale, yeah, her defense is even lower because we don't have any support like that right on the rotation. But let me take a look here. The Int Super Saiyan 2 Kale, she does actually give 30%. And then 16% extra if Khalifa's attacking in the same turn. So next turn, she won't be providing the 46%, but we'll have Cooler, which gives us a lot of extra stats, right? So that should be fine, right? This unit, again, their EZA will make or break this Kale for sure, right? I'm just gonna... We'll let this turn play so we could see my Kale attack. I'll just skip these attacks real quick, though. Alright, so yeah, 5.4. Her attack is very similar to what we usually would see. Not a bad attack stat, but I wouldn't say anything great. Like, just 55% is fine, right? So, I think what you want to do for this Kale, in terms of her performance in, like, actual red zone and stuff, you would definitely like to push one off and then get them as a rotation together. They work very, very well as a rotation. So right here, she's getting a ton of support. 216k. I don't know. Her stats aren't really seeming that great to me. This is definitely a character you would like to link level. Just looking at it initially at level 1 links, 55%. You definitely want to link level her and get those links up at least a little. At least, you know, spend a stamina bar or two before you actually want to take up into difficult content. 5.8 is not bad, right? But it's not good. I'd say it's like middle of the pack, right? For free dupe, I'll take it, considering she could do multiple of these. So, there's one, then there's a second one for 6.3. So, essentially, she did over a 10 mil attack star right here, if you really consider the two together, which is fine. Then she has another chance she could do, which she did get off right here. So, in this turn, she has her 60% damage reduction, I mean, with around, what, 340-ish K defense or so? Probably a little higher than that. I don't know. I feel like that defense is a little low for a free dupe. What would have been help would have helped this Kale a lot in terms of the lower like the lower percentages in terms of like, you know, her being at 55% is if she raised defense for the turn on super attack. Even if it was a one turn defense raise on the turn, that would allow her defense to start being really, really runnable in red zone. But then at the rainbow level, it would get a little out of hand defensively, which is why I understand they actually did not go that route. Because at the rainbow level, she's at like 500k to 600k defense already. And then, you know, link level 10 and everything. And then if you pair that with like a 30% defense raise, that can get really, really insane with her quad supering potentially. So I see why they didn't do that. We'll play this Kale active skill. We'll play mine, and then we'll let things go from there. But this active skill is pretty nice, I feel, overall. So Super Saiyan 2 Kale is like by far like the best TUR probably. Like in terms of her overall performance, she does a lot here. So again, she is sharing every single link here except for Super Saiyan with this Berserk Kale here. She basically, with the Universe 6 ally, she's just stupid. So this is her defense right here, right? For the first 6 turns, she gets an extra 100% defense, doesn't really matter. When she does a super attack, she gets 120% extra attack and then 2 additionals. She has guaranteed guard and extra defense with the Universe 6 category ally attacking in the same turn, which we have with this Berserk Kale. And then with when she receives an attack, she gets 60% attack and defense extra. So she's getting a lot here. So yeah, free dupe, she's hitting a 7 million attack stat. On her super attack effect, she has 30% attack and defense, and then a 30% chance to crit for the turn. And these normals she does are basically guaranteed, right? These 2 normals right here. So she did a 6 points, basically 7 mil attack stat with the crit, a normal, and then with a 30% crit, right? And then after she did a second super attack, 7.4-ish mil, which had then a 60% chance to crit. I believe it does actually add together like that. So once you really consider that stuff, it gets pretty nasty really, really quickly here. Again, I'll skip this rotation. We'll see this next rotation with Frost, and hopefully we can see actually more attacks, huh? Okay, so we're back here. We'll let Berserk... what's his... Yeah, I did. Okay. I was gonna say, we'll let Berserker to Kale attack, but let's see this defense first. So, Frost does give 40% support. So she's at 400k defense with guard here at free dupe. Then again, she gets 30% our super attack effect. So she's getting, 130-ish k defense with each super attack she does. Like, for a free dupe, this is stupid. Stupid good, right? Yeah, this unit is really crazy. You know what? Let's let Super Saiyan 2 Kale attack more. We saw a good amount of Berserk Kale. Let's see the Super Saiyan 2 Kale back in action again. Her attack stat should be a little lower than last time, but that's fine, right? So, yeah, still 6.74. Like, this is really crazy for a free dupe. If you get the Super Saiyan 2 Kale out, she just destroys, like, almost everything in the game. I feel like she is just disgusting, right? We'll get one more rotation, and then I think I'll be good. I might transform with you. Well, we'll see what happens here. Yeah, I keep getting them in the off rotation, so it is what it is. Well, I want to see Super Saiyan 2 Kale with all links active. No, we'll just put Berserk Kale there. It's whatever. Let's let Berserk Kale get a little bit more shine now that we have support and all links active, right? That's not really something that we saw from the other rotation, which is okay. But yeah, again, you could see Kale does not build up her damage reduction there. She might get, like, destroyed here, actually. By the Legendary Vegeta event. Yeah, Kale, you definitely want to put her in slot 1. That's for sure. That's something you desperately need to do. Now, one thing about this Kale specifically, especially at the free dupe level, if you get unlucky with the additional supers, like we did right there, where it's only 20% reduction, she's not good at all. So this time she's not gonna have her hit the Super Saiyan 2 Kale, but yeah, cause still 5.5, right? But again, considering that's without the extra hit that she gets 60% stats in, like that's not bad. But there it is. We'll end things here. That is Super Saiyan 2 Kale and Berserk Kale together as a rotation. I think that works well. But you definitely want the friend to have dupes if you're using your own 55% Kale. And then run the 55% Kale and slot one like that. That should work really, really well. But let me know what you guys think about this initial look at Kale. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.